Hello, and welcome to another session of San Francisco by Night, Onto the Vigil. Tonight, on this rainy but covered day, or night, I should say, we have a wonderful wedding happening. Finally, weeks in the making. Officer Christine Valentine is getting married to Nick. A wonderful day of joyous fun and other things. And then, of course, the wedding will happen at around 7 to 8 o'clock. So, with the basic start of the wedding covered, this is 2077 and this is San Francisco, where there is, of course, a lot of rain. But the entire area or reception of the wedding is covered, whether it's indoors or out. And why don't we start the scene with Valentine telling us how this wedding is getting set up?
All right, freaking finally! But so hyped. All right, so it's ups. It's kind of in the country, ups. Out of San Fran itself. Maybe a good hour's flight out. Uh, it's large pop up like over tent thing with a lot of like holographic like floaty design things because holograms are fucking cool. Um, there's full bar, full thing, because Modoc gets you set up. It just do. There's all kinds of guests here. There's a lot of cops, a lot of Modoc people. A good chunk of Section 9 people, but only those that Valentine has really talked to. And immediate family on both sides. It's pretty, it's nice. It's got a nice cyberpunk neon theme because it's 2077. Everybody loves that shit. Yeah.
So the reception area and like everything you've got like going, I assume we'll just say everyone at least here is invited. Um, the area before wedding, I don't know how you're really setting this particular one up, but like typically you'll have an opening dinner after the first practices and whatnot, and since everyone's kind of already practiced, are you doing the whole bride cannot see the groom thing? Are you doing it more of the uh, kind of walkway kind of thing? Like, what are you doing in terms of like that?
Technically not supposed to see the bride, but
Right.
I'm gonna break that rule.
Sure. So yeah, you're going kind of more neo modern. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I've actually been to one of those. All right. So right now this is just the warm up dinner, and there's nothing really too seriously strict. You guys have already done all the practices, and it's just going through. So I'll give the scene away while I work on some stuff here.
So yeah, I'll be standing in front of the fruit punch table, talking to people.
Yes, Ruben will come up to you with a vegetable basket.
Hey, it's been like
Hey,
forever. How you doing?
yeah, it's just some weird stuff lately. How have you been?
Weird stuff lately. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah, weird stuff lately. Here, I have no clue what to get you, so I just baked you some cookies. They're shaped like you as a cop and your husband. Oh, and a $400 gift card. Oh, and what do you think of robot dogs?
Absolutely not.
What?
You know,
Uh,
I
bullet,
have a thing.
bullet,
Hmm?
bullet. Roll me a wits performance. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll me wits intelligence.
You completely forgot, didn't you?
No, roll me wits intelligence. The
6.
cook the cookies are amazing.
Just to point out, wouldn't that be craft?
I'm having him do just wits and intelligence at this point. Because he does have a good craft, but I think it's the same anyway, so.
Yeah, it's the same.
Those
Yeah, it's
are
exactly.
shit. I should have had you cater this. This is amazing.
I would do it, but alas, I got weird stuff to do. So, no to the dog, even though it's robotic.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's no.
Well, here's some,
You didn't bring it, did
just
you?
take this instead. Uh, would you kill me if I say yes?
Just, just leave it in your car or something.
Oh well. Oh yeah, here. I hope you, have a lovely day.
You too. And she kind of gives you a awkward friend hug. Thank you.
Yeah. He'll also hug back. Yeah, I'll, be over there. Need
Okay.
me.
Have fun.
Is Pamela already in? Out of curiosity.
Oh yeah, you two should walk up now. Creed, you there?
Oh yeah. All right. So Creed will walk up next. Um,
Wait, Creed will walk
Rolling.
up next. Don't you mean Payron?
sorry, Byron will walk up next, rolling in, and all his magnificent glory, tan skin, silverish gray hair, a neatly trimmed beard, and a very, very nice suit. On his arm is probably a woman no one's ever seen or seen in real life before. But I'll leave it up for Emma-chan to describe Alex to everybody.
Alex is a woman who she looks like a woman. Yeah. There was like a lot of scars on her face, and she is a famous fighter, cage fighter, mixed martial arts, known with her ferocity. Other than that, she kind of looks like not in here. Like she's not wearing any dress. She's wearing like jeans. Her hair is a bit weird, and she looks extremely out of place.
You knew you were going to a wedding. This is your fault. I don't feel bad for you. Perun, you actually made it.
I won't miss this for the world.
Aw. Oh, who's uh, and you are?
Name's Alex. Congratulations.
Thank you. Reaches out a, robot hand.
She shakes the hand. She does. Her hand. I don't know if you can feel. I don't know if robots can feel, but like her hand seems tough.
She gets a general idea. Kind of looks at you for a second. I'm actually doing like a Google search of you real quick, like just running your face. So, aren't you the MMA fighter?
Yes, carnivore.
Ah, that's. I used to take boxing back in high school, but that was forever ago.
Very cool. Never learned anything from teachers though.
Um, Peril chime in. You should see some of her fights. She's very flexible.
Just
And he gives just the. You know he's making fun of you because he just gives a small wink.
yep.
Are you marrying to a cop or something? There's like a bunch of cops around.
No, I'm the cop of the two. You
Oh,
know,
amazing.
pretty much RoboCop at this point. Really, it's I've heard the joke from everybody.
You still haven't answered my
You were
questions.
like a bear. The my character just Alex is just like you're an advanced human or something.
No, just a cyborg.
Cool.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Anyways, sweetie, I got you some presents.
More so than the than Mr. Boomy.
Oh, I think you'll enjoy these too. For the husband, holds out a packaged gift. Something to make the whole cooking process a little bit more easy. If you look inside, it's basically a smart cutting board that
Oh,
has like displays and can tell you like the temperature of the food, the weight, all that stuff, and also can like holo project recipes and how to cut stuff properly and all that junk.
she is very visibly excited about this. Oh my
Yep.
gosh, I've wanted these for forever. I just never actually wanted it. Thank you so much. She gives you a huge hug.
And for the bride, I've got something even more special and holds out a leather case.
Looks inside.
It's the gun.
Is that a Remington? Is that a Colt Navy?
Yep. I believe it's been refurbished, but if you look at documentation, it can be traced back to one McGilgan who fought in the Civil War. That was his issued piece.
Shaking with excitement. Holy. How did you even
Had
get this? This should be in a museum.
I had it in the back.
You just had. Dude, I.
Got for a job I did recently. I'd
Dude.
go more into more detail, but I don't think you want to hear it. And too many guests around. And he gives another wink.
You're both ridiculous and amazing.
Holds up his arms, and
That's the
just
way I
goes.
like it.
Looks towards um looks towards Alex as she says that, and just gets a huge grin on his face as he's like, "Oh, we're going to have so much fun."
I'm gonna go put these on the table. Thank you. And as she starts to walk back, she kind of looks at Alex. Keep it on this one. He's tricky, but in a good way.
What do you What do you mean he's strict?
I'm already walking off.
Yeah, that's an asshole. That's what the Alex says to parent.
Huh? I have
He's an
no
asshole.
idea.
I was
Yeah.
talking.
Shrugs and goes, "I have no idea what she's talking about. Come on, let me show you around." And he'll take you by the arm
Let's go.
and guide you into the reception.
She will follow.
All right, who's up next?
I guess I will. Uh, Damien walks up. Hey there.
Hey, puts the presents in. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Next to Damien, you can see his wife, Elizabeth. It's like, this is Elizabeth.
Oh, hello
Oh,
there.
Hi, how are you? I hear you're a work friend, she says.
No, I got this. I got this. Don't worry. Hello. It's a pleasure to finally meet all of you.
Why, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
What does she look like?
Uh, Black hair, pale skin. Takes very good care of herself.
Hmm. Sh- Something about her just looks a little bit familiar, Valentine.
Okay. Wits intelligence?
Yes. Something actually about her looks very familiar.
That's disconcerting. Fuck, why does it always put me at the top? Oh.
So
Can I willpower that?
I'll allow it.
Yee.
So 3 dots, 3 dice.
I got one hit.
One hit. You look at Damien's wife, and you realize that you've seen her before. You remember seeing her in the club way back during your outing.
Oh, wait. Have we met before?
Possibly. I tend to occasionally I'll go out clubbing a bit. I have a friend who owns one. She has a very nice nightclub.
Hmm. I think. Now, is she the one who stopped me from uh trying to save Kaden and Cassandra? Can I roll a wits to remember that exactly?
Yeah,
Or
go ahead. Roll it. Yeah, roll it again.
please, 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 please. Oh, 4.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, you were there that night.
Yeah, I believe I was helping her with a little bit of security that time.
Yeah. Fucking goddamn it, bot. I immediately go into electroscope mode.
EMS?
Yeah.
You see nothing on EMS.
Okay, but I am.
Are you going through all the visions?
Yeah, I'm going through all the visions.
Okay, she's got body heat.
Yep.
Looks like everyone else.
Yep.
Night
Yep.
vision fine, EMS fine. Yeah, nothing showing
All
up.
right. But I know shit went down that night, so. So, how did you two meet?
She looks over at Damien. She's like, "I'll let him tell you that. He always does it better."
We met in college while I was losing my mind in med school. I was in pre med at the time, and she taught me just to take life a little easier.
That's sweet.
We also got you a gift. I I hand Valentine an envelope filled with 10 grand, and I hand her a pair of keys. I
Oh, jeez.
What the.
I
Wait.
didn't know what. I'm the rich guy. I'm richer than Bruce Wayne.
Ah.
Maybe it didn't.
No. Caden is technically wealthier than you, but you both have 5 dots in resources. You can just throw shit around.
Okay.
She almost chokes. You.
I didn't know what type of car you wanted.
You
Went
see,
with a
dear,
Porsche.
I told you it would overwhelm her just a little bit.
You didn't have to.
Please take it. We insist.
She just.
Actually, to add on to Damien, Damien not only has resources 5, but so does his wife. So
Rich Reds are great. You. And she just immediately hugs both you. Thank you so much. You didn't. I don't know how to repay.
Oh, of course, dear. It's nothing. You do your service for us every day. I mean, it's the least we could do.
All right. Good, good lord. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
No problem. I wanted I wanted to put a gun to it, but they said it was impossible.
He
I say jokingly.
he insisted that you'd want. No, he's not joking. Unfortunately, Valentine. He insisted that it had mounted guns, but unfortunately, we couldn't get those up.
I
A
mean,
little protection never hurts.
No, it doesn't. It is truly.
thank you.
Of course,
No,
anytime.
it's no problem.
She kind of puts them down, and yeah, she is completely at awe.
Uh, his wife gives you a big hug.
Hug her back. Still EMSing because
There's nothing there.
okay.
I give a awkward friend hug before.
Oh yeah, of course.
Uh, yeah, before
She she looks over at Damien. She's like, "Hey, Damien, why not? I mean, everyone's starting up on the little dance floor. Why don't you take me out there and we'll have a little dance, huh?"
Sure. I
Of
say as I
course.
take it to the dance floor.
So, what do you think of the party, hun?
I like it. It's very nice.
Yeah, not exactly as crazy as some of the clubs, but it's really nice and quaint. I like it. I have to ask. You seemed a bit hesitant at coming out here. Why?
Um, no reason. You know how I've always been, either caught up in work or hunting. Just still having a little trouble getting back to socializing.
Hmm. I I have to admit, I was a little bit worried when you started doing some of your new activities.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, it's just I don't know, with all the things that are happening in San Francisco lately, just seeing you go out by yourself is just a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, I agree, but you know me, I can always take care of myself.
Indeed, you can. But you should definitely mm, just don't become distant, okay? Of
Don't worry, I won't.
course. By the way, Damien, what's your presence?
Let me see. My presence is. Let me just bring up the character sheet. My presence is 2.
Okay, Damien. In the crowded area with dancing and music and some light drinking and merriment going around, you look at your wife as you're dancing, and it feels like she is the only thing in the room. She is like just like one of those moments, at least where you think it's just like there's only her. There is only her,
Okay.
and she is currently the world to you right now.
Hmm.
Out of curiosity, Damien, do you have any dots in supernatural resistance?
Um, no, only in resilience 3.
Okay.
Just resilience, no supernatural resistance.
Okay. Is there anything more you wish to do?
No, I think I'm good with that.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to take the stand?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's have Caden and Cassandra go then.
Is do I still have that samurai haircut?
Yeah.
It's hairstyle, not haircut. Come on.
Same thing.
The point is you don't cut it.
It's yes, Caden. You do still have that.
right? But I'm dressed in a normal suit. Maybe probably a bit too expensive, but it's a normal suit. I'm not going to be dressed in a kimono. Just
Good.
Valentine can be calm about that at least.
Yeah, because it would be weird. It would be weird trying to justify the kimono thing.
I told you, suit and tie. You can't even
No,
act like
like
you weren't.
no, it's not like I would have a problem with it. It would just be weird. I mean,
Right.
come on.
So okay. So you guys take the scene away.
Good
Well,
evening, Miss Valentine.
Good
hey,
eve.
Christine.
Good evening. Hey.
Congratulations.
Thank you. What? So wait, you're actually wearing out of character. You're actually wearing a kimono.
No,
No, he said he's wearing a suit.
Oh,
I'm
thank
wearing a
God.
black lace dress.
Okay. Thank God.
But he has the samurai man band.
She kind of looks at you. Did you have the samurai man bun last time, Caden?
yeah.
It's like I never. I maybe I commented it then. So how are you two doing?
Um, we're okay. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing frickin'. She gestures back to the table. Frickin' Damien. I'm still at a lost words. Holds up keys. Gave me a frickin' car.
Nice.
I know. I mean,
Um,
what the hell?
Caden is going to give you like two metal tickets, or I don't know how a ticket for that would be, but he's going to give you two things. And this
Yeah,
is
we
our
got
good
you something
deal.
too. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So what are they?
It's like a ticket for a honeymoon on the moon.
Aha! Aha! Wow,
Do
you
you
were
like
just.
it?
I've always immediately just hugs you two. Oh my god, thank you so much.
I mean, I remember you mentioned something about wanting to go to the moon, so
I
I
mean,
thought it would be good.
I was just a pipe dream. Oh my, I.
Well, not anymore.
Oh my gosh, man, we were
I'm
just
glad to
gonna go
hear
to
you
like
like
a.
it.
We were just gonna go out of state for a day, but okay.
Where is Vic,
So,
by the way?
Oh, he's over there talking
yeah.
to his Modoc friends.
Mhm.
Brandon, what do I need? Do I just feel if he's something?
Who are you looking at?
Nick.
I'll message you.
How much
Okay.
willpower did I recover since last time?
2.
Okay. I'm going to use aura reading on him because Valentine asked me, kinda.
Shit, you'd actually get the whole spectrum of all his Modoc friends. The ones that
Okay.
came.
um. Uh.
Ah, very nice. Very
Yeah. Maybe we should just go and say hi to him as well, right, Kaden?
Mm-hmm.
You actually get a feel a squeeze on your arm. That's not very. It's kind of instinctive, but
Oh, so you just touched
you
Caden?
real. Well, of course I'm touching Kaden.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Well, I also
Oh
hugged.
no, because I
Uh.
got a zero right
Oh
now.
shit.
So, Caden, hold on a sec. You need to take. Okay, so Caden, you critically fail that roll. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I also hugged Valentine. Or rather, she hugged me, but it's still touching, right?
Hold on.
God.
Bitch.
Yep, hold on,
Does
hold
supernatural
on.
resistance apply?
Well, no, here's what's kind of cool. So, Caden, You critically fail that. However, you will take the dazed condition, so -1 to all. You feel like dazed and kind of like, oh, like when you tried to use that power. There were so many auras that it kind of just blinded you, and you're like, ah, now you're like dazed, like kind of like drowsy.
Blinded
And
by the light.
Caden, you get a B.
Hmm, okay.
Anyway, so when you feel the squeeze, you realize that something is up, but you're not exactly clear what that is.
Uh, Anyways, congratulations. I hope this is enough to make you look past me trying to befriend a wolf.
Oh no, I'm. That was totally. That was totally. I mean, honestly,
Um,
if I wasn't the way I was, that was reasonable. I mean, that was a.
I think I'm missing something here. Wolf?
There was a weird magic wolf in the woods.
Okay. You
Yeah.
mean wi- the
No.
woods? The woods that we're going to?
Yeah,
Well,
like
it was at first, but then it wasn't anymore.
we got like. You know how you just turn around and you're lost, and you're like way further out than you intend to be. I don't.
Um.
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
that. And there was a magic wolf that I think it could understand. I don't know. I was terrified. Uh, it seemed, I guess, nice since it left when I almost cried. I don't know. It was that was a thing. It was a weird, just white wolf in magic woods. So take that as you would.
There was also a guy
Ah.
talking about destroying spirits of nature.
Yeah, no, and don't talk to that man if you ever see him again. I'm pretty sure he
I'm
was
not
one step from
sure
killing
we'll
us.
be going out in the woods alone anymore.
Yeah, don't.
And I thought this place was peaceful and happy.
Oh, it is.
Just keep GPS on you.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, uh let's mingle, I
Is there
guess.
anyone that is like high ranking in Modoc that is with Nick?
Yeah, Nick has a few members around him. Actually, you're a little bit dazed, but roll me a wits composure -1.
5.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Wow. He's
Wow.
dazed. Well, it makes sense. Wow, look at that roll. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 10. Wow, that's really good.
God damn.
So, Caden,
Hot
well done.
damn.
So here's the thing, and it makes sense that you would notice this. You notice that Nick is in fact talking to a few representatives of Modoc, other people of the company and whatnot, but you notice a familiar face talking with him in a nice blue kind of navy business suit and red tie. Talking to him with all of the other big heads, you see Lance Fallon.
Uh,
Um, what's wrong?
Oh, that does remind me. She is absolutely um right. William, anyone that's not human, like vampire, werewolf, anything like that, William's just going to William's character is automatically going to know
Yep, I know.
family ties.
uh,
What's wrong?
Lance is here.
What? Which one is it?
Don't worry about it. Let's just focus on having fun.
Are you sure you can manage that?
Um, Yes, probably.
Okay. Okay, let's just go mingle a little bit, okay?
Hmm.
All right.
Mr. Ellison!
Never mind.
That didn't last.
Pleasure to finally meet you. My name is Lance Vallon. I own Lance Industries. Pleasure always to meet another fellow businessman. I used to actually work for your father in his company, but then I had to go follow my own dreams, you know?
Ah, yes. You look quite well conserved for someone your age.
Well, yes,
Brandon,
it's what?
I think you need to send me a message. Maybe.
So,
Oh God.
he shakes your hand and he says, "Well, like I said, modern medicine nowadays it just does wonders for the body. I feel 20 years younger."
Ah,
Yeah, Caden will feel a really, really tight squeeze around his arm.
that's interesting.
Well, what can I say? That's why I got invested in medicine anyway. I mean, modern medicine is the way of the future.
Huh. So you stopped working in security and now working medicine.
Well, I decided that yes, that would be a better route for the company to take. I mean, everyone's doing security now, everyone needs something protected, but no one's going for the true good of humanity. That's why I'm going into modern medicine now, and I'm opening up a zoo and going into animal behavior correctional facilities. I feel that that is the way of the future now. I
I
want to do
see.
so. I want to do something that no one else is doing. I want to be known.
Ah, yes. I can see that you are very concerned with the good of humanity indeed.
And indeed, I am. After all, humanity is the way forward. And now that we've just now begun to start on space exploration, who knows? The sky is the limit. After all.
Uh,
Or
why don't you
perhaps
introduce me, Caden, to your friend?
uh this is Lance what's the
Ah,
second name? Is it Lance Fallon?
Lance Vallon. Just say Lance Vallon.
Yeah,
Um,
Lance Fallon.
he looks at Caden and then he looks back at Miss Fletcher and he's like, "Oh my! And who is this beautiful woman?"
Um
Cassandra Fletcher. Nice
Miss
to meet
Fletcher,
you.
a pleasure to meet you. He'll do the whole. He'll grab your hand and he'll go to kiss the top of your hand if you let him.
I'll try to shake his hand awkwardly.
All right. He kind of nods. He says, "You truly are. I apologize. I don't mean to sound rude or off-putting, but you're quite the spectacle, Miss Fletcher."
Uh, thank you. Uh,
Gives a little nod and a bow. And he's like, "Well, I'll let you two enjoy the party. I just wanted to come by and say hello and greet this lovely wedding."
Brandon, remember I touched him.
Yep, I know. I'll keep that in mind.
Technically speaking, you'd never touched me. I don't think you've ever touched me once.
Hug,
That,
Hug.
but does robot parts count?
hug. Anyway, so
Caden is probably shaking a bit.
yep. Before he leaves, he'll turn to both of you and he's like, "Miss Fletch, hope to see you again. And Caden, very good luck and have fun with the company. It's I think your bounds truly no limits now."
Yes, thank you and good luck to you too.
Yeah, I know. You need to be careful nowadays in San Francisco. You never know who's going to try and stab you in the back. And he walks off.
What a sassy bitch.
Isn't very pleasant. Caden.
What?
Uh,
Need to make a roll for him.
he's a shit.
Okay. You see him with just another random woman at the party who immediately latches onto his arm and he starts flirting and dancing.
Yeah, stay as far away from him as possible, okay? And I have to tell you something else too.
Can I can that wait?
Yeah, okay. I guess. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit worried right now.
Don't worry, everything is going to be perfectly fine.
What's to worry about? It's a wedding. Nothing bad ever happens to weddings. Looks at camera.
Alright, then I think I saw Ruben. Maybe we should go and talk to him.
Sure.
Or we can go dance if you prefer. I'm.
No, I don't feel like dancing at the moment.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Let's just go talk to Ruben and uh, I, yeah, sure. That works. Uh, Once again, congratulations, Valentine. I hope you I hope you will be a lot more happy from now on.
Oh, I'll be certainly happy.
Uh, that's good to hear.
So,
Oh, I guess we're gonna walk to Ruben.
Mr. Rubin, you have finished the little ritual. It is done, and now you are just sitting enjoying yourself. And Miss Fletcher and Aiden come on over to you.
I suppose when you guys walk up to me, you see him like writing on a booklet, and when you arrive, he closes it.
Hey, Benny.
Hey, how you guys
Uh,
doing?
um, well, I'm not sure. Uh, but I don't think it's the right time to actually talk about it. So I guess we're good, right?
I'm going to take a seat and just stay quiet.
Just to make sure you guys did open the
Oh,
files I sent you, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They did. They did. By the way, Fletcher,
Mm-hmm.
if there is any point at which you're not glued to Caden's arm,
Mm-hmm.
Lance will eventually come and talk to you again.
Oh no.
Fletcher, good to see you again.
Uh,
I just wanted to bring something up. Um, just your name is Cassandra Fletcher, yes? Last name Fletcher.
yes.
Oh well, that does remind me. A good friend of mine is in the movie industry. He is a very talented director and producer, and he just loves finding new talent. And I wanted to say, like, he's been looking around for some new talent, and I heard your brother was really, really good at what he does.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, but I heard he kind of is everything okay? He kind of disappeared off the scene there for a little bit.
Well, he's pursuing many different avenues.
Yeah, different avenues. Uh huh. Hmm. I suppose that's what you could call it.
Um,
But of course, different avenues can sometimes lead to misfortunes. I just want to make sure the man's okay. After all, I mean, I can really, really help out if needed. And he grabs your hand very forcibly and slaps something in your palm. And then he taps your shoulder and he says, "You have a good night, Miss Fletcher. I'll talk to you later."
I'm gonna look at what he put in my hand.
Appears to be a rolled up piece of paper.
I'll unroll it.
It says, "I have your brother. Why don't we
Yeah,
talk soon?"
Cassandra will take a few steps back and kind of backtrack and go someplace where there aren't many people because he's not well right now, let's say. Probably hyperventilating.
The note says, if you tell anyone, I will kill him. If you go to the police, I will kill him. We should talk. And then it gives an address to probably his high rise building.
I think she will take out her phone and try to call her brother as a first instinct.
So you call the brother and you hear his voice on the other line. Hello, sis?
Andy,
Yeah.
where are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Where are you?
I am at over at um Lance Industries right now.
What are you doing there?
Oh, I'm just fine. Don't worry about it.
No, 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 you don't understand.
What? Hun, I mean, sis, are you scared?
Yeah,
You
what are you
scared?
doing there? Of
So
course I'm
you're
scared.
so on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you, Miss Fletcher?
What the hell?
You like it? I'm very good at ventriloquism. Yeah, your brother was a little bit of an annoyance when we first got him. I had to kind of rough him up a bit, if you don't mind, but I did get the voice down. What did you think?
I think that you're a monster.
Monster. We're all monsters here. We just have bigger teeth. Now, anyway, before you even think about recording this call, I already have this call tapped, and we already have security. Plus, if you decide to go about doing that, I will kill your brother right now. And
What the fuck do you want from me?
Lance has given me full permission to do so. Well, we want your cooperation. We want you as a
For
part of our family
what?
and company. To be a part of our family and company. After all, your recent activities have made you very valuable, Miss Fletcher.
Talking about my recent activities.
Oh, come on. You should know by now. Someone's told you. Don't tell me that freaking lazy ass piece of shit Mr. X hasn't told you what you are.
He
Oh.
has not actually, but that's beside the point.
Oh, isn't that cute? He's trying to fucking protect you. Well, let me give you a little wake up call, Miss Fletcher. You are what is known as a damn fear, a very valuable asset amongst the kindred society. So, before someone else comes by and tries to get their grubby little claws on you, the fucking Carthassians, we are going to get you to work for our company. And you're going to do so, or your brother is dead. Is that understood?
I need to see Andy.
Now, why don't you take Mr. Lance's offer and meet up? You'll be able to meet your brother if you come meet here.
I need to speak with my brother. How do I know that
Uh,
you haven't already killed him?
hey, is he awake? Well, wake him up. You hear in the background. There, that woke him up. Hey, Andy, say hi to your sis. You hear Andy's voice here on the other side. It sounds a bit gurgled. Ow,
Andy?
that fucking hurt. Mm. Yeah, fuck him, sis. Don't listen to him. And then you hear another. That's not very nice to say. We're letting you talk to your sis. Be nice. Oh,
What have they done to you?
yeah, kicking the shit out of me right now.
Andy, just listen to me, okay? Just cooperate for now.
Yeah, no, these
We'll
guys are
see,
fucking assholes.
I'll see what I can do, okay?
Yeah, like I said, just get out of here, sis. Go on, just run. Another smack you hear. I said shut up.
I'm just gonna let you in their fucking claws. Andy,
It's all right. He hits like a girl.
Andy, please don't do this.
Well, I wouldn't trust these guys, sis. In all honesty.
I don't trust them, but look, I won't have you. I don't want to lose you, okay? Just, just do what they say for now, and we'll figure it out, okay? Please.
All right. All right.
Uh, just gonna hang up the phone and probably crash it.
So, Caden, you notice this because you're very close to her.
And probably Ruben does too because he's.
Yeah. You both see her just crush the rather expensive phone in her hand, and it just shatters.
Yeah, and she's probably crying a bit too. Trying to hide it, probably.
Hey, what's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing. Just
You just broke your phone and you're crying. How is it that nothing happened?
nothing I can talk about, okay?
Ruben will nod and will say, "We're here if you need anything, okay?"
People not being able to talk about things is starting to annoy me. All the time I try to ask, can I think to anyone? They keep saying, I can't say anything. I can't tell anything about this.
Caden, roll
Yes.
me, roll me a resolve composure +5.
By the way, if you say that out loud, she starts crying harder.
By the way, Fletcher, you see a lot of strands.
6.
You see a lot of strands from you and Ellison that connect, and you see more come out and start to wrap around you, Christine. Or sorry, Cassandra.
Okay.
Caden, you are no longer dazed. You take a beat. Cassandra, you also take a beat.
Oh, shit.
And the lines that are wrapping around you guys kind of grow a little bit, like they seem to be kind of growing in like length, and they start to wrap around you guys more and more and more. And then, Caden,
Hmm?
that entire scene that just played out, where Cassandra was talking to her brother,
Hmm.
every single memory, every single emotion that she was feeling of that scene that just happened hits you full force, as if you were the one experiencing it.
I'm just going to hug her.
Yeah, she's just gonna fall in his arms and start crying more, probably. I don't think she can't really understand what these yellow strands are, right?
Nope, you don't know.
Okay. Yeah, weird shit, man.
I, I, I'm sorry. It's just that the thing with Cassius disappearing, and he wasn't able to tell me anything. This thing is annoying, but for some reason I think I know everything that just happened to you. We need to we need to do something.
Yeah.
The address he gave you, Cassandra, was for the new compound he is building just outside of San Francisco.
We need to go to that zoo.
Or there's a talking Ruben just looking at you guys weirdly, like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm going to send a message to both Valentine and Ruben through my HUD lenses saying that Cassandra's brother was kidnapped by Lance.
Not gonna
And you
lie, I'd
also
probably have my text off.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, it makes sense. A fucking wedding.
I still did it.
Oh yeah, I'll get it later.
yeah, it'll get yeah. And I assume you also said keep it on the hush hush.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So with that scene, is there anything more that Fletcher and Lucas want to do, or should we move to someone else? Because I know Splat's been waiting.
No, I think we're good. I
Okay.
think we're fine for the evening, Brandon. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. We will do Splat, then Valentine, and then Mr. Banks can join us if he wants to.
Yep.
Splat. I guess I see you.
Yep. Abel's off to the side, pulling at his suit. It very clearly looks like it was borrowed. God knows from who, but it fits him pretty well, all things considered.
Hey, Abel. Which I haven't
Oh,
described what I'm wearing. It's like a dress with holograms in it. It's great.
pretty. All right. Yeah. He looks over and he's like, "Oh, hello. I hope you're enjoying your wedding."
It's everything I could have ever wanted. I see you're getting used to that suit.
Oh, yes. Mr. X said he got it from somewhere, but he insisted I wear well, my usual stuff below it.
All right. I look at the stick. That's not. That's not your sword inside a stick, is it?
It it is.
You know what, though? It's. Sure.
I did ask him to try and hide it at least, but no, I can't be separated from it. I don't know if I've ever said that.
You didn't, but that makes total sense. I mean. Why is everybody getting magic swords now? When do I get a magic sword?
Who else has a magic sword?
Oh, yeah, Caden's sword just kind of shows up. It's weird.
Does it talk?
Probably. I don't know. What do you want a magic sword to do? It's magic. Magic doesn't make sense.
Hmm. I might have to ask him.
You could compare sword lengths. Ha ha ha.
He just seems oblivious, but he does a little like forced laugh along.
You dress. They dressed you up nice. You look very dashing.
uh, Thank you. You look very pretty too.
Thank you.
I trust nothing's gone wrong.
Uh, as far as I'm aware, everyone's having a great time. Looks at camera. But yeah, no. So far, everything's going great.
That's great.
Are you comfortable to mingle or?
Hmm. Well, with my condition, I really haven't been
That is
willing to try
fair.
much.
That is fair.
But at the very least, I don't feel the urge.
That's good. That's good. You know,
He gives like this the smallest smile, and it unfortunately shows his fangs to Christine.
you're ridiculous.
How
But
so?
freaking, I didn't expect to have possible plural vampire. I don't know. There's a lot of people here, and I'm not a mind reader. But man, it's a Hey, I mean, are you able to like eat food and stuff, or have you worked that
Um,
out, or
well, I will be able to eat and taste it even, but I will have to let it out uh, when this
don't
is over.
push yourself if you don't want to. You're here to have fun.
Well, food is fun. I I only got to taste real food for like 2 months, and then this happened.
That is tragic. Well,
Well, I'm
she
getting used to it.
she awkwardly gives you a. She has to reach up to give you an awkward friend hug.
Oh, he crouches down.
All right, that makes it.
He, he's getting used to this stuff.
But yeah, enjoy yourself. It should be. I'm assuming it should be not daylight soon, so you should be a little more comfortable within an hour. And
Oh,
you
well,
know,
yeah, it's strange. Sunlight doesn't bother me as much as I was told it would, so I'm grateful for that at least.
maybe they're putting sunscreen on you.
I hope they're not putting more stuff on me.
Yeah.
Mr. Abel. Hold on a moment.
Oh no.
Oh no. If I have to drag you out of here, I will.
Oh yes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah.
uh,
Well, to be fair, vampires have a thing where they can recognize other vampires, so I need to type something in.
Oh no.
oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have a nice wedding, damn it. You fuckers aren't gonna ruin it for me. uh,
Just those two people, Abel.
Okay. Yeah, Abel's gonna like look around some. Yeah, you mentioned vampires, right?
she kind of wide eyed looks at you. Is like, she thinks about it for a second. Later. 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 Later.
No, I don't think we're here to cause you trouble. So, but if anything happens, I'm here.
That is true. And also, there's like 40 cops here, so between you and pretty much everyone here is packing. And she taps her, and I mean, she taps like a part on her dress. I mean, I'm not going without either. Just not the usual canon.
Well, you know, it has been nice, and thank you for inviting me. So, I really hope it doesn't come to that.
It better not. There. Anyways, enjoy yourself. I gotta go talk to Nick, but enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
Really.
you too. I
Alrighty.
hope. I hope you two are very happy after this.
So before we go to the scene with Nick and Valentine, do Mr. Banks and Peyrun have any words to discuss with each other?
Oh, is Mr. Banks coming up to me to talk?
I don't know. He's in the party.
Um,
At the moment, Nathan is probably outside in his car.
that answers that question.
He wasn't invited after all.
Friends and guests. Just don't cross me.
Uh, Banks, you actually are invited. You were not invited by Miss Valentine, however. You were invited by Nick and a few of his associates.
Oh, in that case, he's probably just hanging out in a corner.
Okay. It's hanging out in the corner. You look around. There's a lot of electromagnetic signals kind of going around. But other than that, there's not a whole lot. However, you did pick up on a very interesting conversation, Banks.
Oh, they wouldn't be that careless, would they?
They
They were
just
that.
might be. See, maybe they weren't aware of your little rating 5 item.
Damn near.
So,
Um,
yeah, so Banks,
he's
you that
probably
little yeah, that little conversation that happened between Miss Fletcher and that other fellow, you heard that.
so he's essentially like villain laughing his way out the back door, like waiting to follow them.
Nathan, as you're walking along in the bank, you almost run headfirst into Payroon.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
perfect. I could use someone with a little bit of oh, what's it?
buddy,
Tools.
long time no see.
Well, it is a wedding. They serve alcohol. That brings people together, right?
Hope so. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Yeah, suppose that makes two of us. Want to help me with something?
Sure, says hesitantly.
I was just having an ear open and overheard something that I probably wasn't meant to.
Can
So
I
this
bring
is
my
one of
date?
so this is one of those interesting opportunities that I probably shouldn't miss. And who would that be? Like he's looking at his coat pocket, like wondering if he's talking about a weapon or something.
Um, sort of. He'll gesture to his. He'll point to the side, um, and you'll see a heavily scarred, tattooed weapon, or sorry, heavily scarred, tattooed lady.
Tattooed weapon of a woman. There you
I
go.
mean, she
Yes,
really is.
yes,
I've
she
broken
really
more
is.
men you've
Um,
seen.
Yeah, Mr. Banks, it takes you about 5 seconds looking through her records. You notice that the woman he's talking about is a professional MMA fighter that is pretty notorious in the ring.
You see his jaw like drop down an inch, drop down another half an inch. Date? You're taking the whole Silver Fox thing just a little too seriously, I think.
gives a sly smile. Hey, you gotta do it somewhere, somehow.
Well, I now have a goal when I'm 30 years older. Let's, if you, uh, if you assume she isn't afraid of a bit of a scuffle,
Oh,
sure.
trust me, she ain't afraid of nothing. Hey, babe, calls over. Hey,
Right,
babe,
Zilla.
you wanna go beat some heads in?
Out of
William?
character, he left.
Oh, he left?
William had to leave. She looks up and says, maybe later.
Alright. Well, I'll shrug and go. Sure. I've got a list about a mile long of people I can't flirt with here, so might as well go have some fun elsewhere.
Right.
So, claps his hand. What are we doing? Who are we messing with?
What we're doing? You remember the one who showed up the one day with the brownies?
Brownie girl? Yeah, what's up with her?
Something. Didn't catch everything, but trouble. They don't know we're coming. It'd be interesting, I think.
We? Yeah, I'm in.
Right then.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We'll we'll keep we'll let them do their thing. It sounds like whoever's holding him are pretty serious about wanting this deal to go the way they want it to. So yeah,
Oh boy.
they can they can have their meat, but sure, we pick a time, we make them go away.
Ah. Nathan, I assume that you're immediately going through your little research head about what the building is, because you have the address in your memory now.
Yes.
All right. Lance Industries high rise building is a well, you have two addresses. You have the Lance Industry high rise building, then you have the new establishment he's building. The new estate he's building, you actually find a little bit of information on. He's basically running it as a new kind of endangered species zoo. And from what you can understand, it's built kind of like a fortress. Like anyone who takes a look at it, it's like, yeah, this is a zoo, but it's like, mm, nah. Like you take a look at it, and it's like this is a freaking fortress.
Well, he's not considering kicking in the front door. That's
Oh,
not
of course.
likely.
Oh, of course. But you do manage to get some stuff going down, and if you wish to talk to Fixer, he might be able to get you some plans. Just letting you know some stuff that you have for your options.
Mostly he wants to get her brother out of there if possible.
Mm-hmm.
No, not her brother, roommate, right? I think.
Brother.
Oh, no, that was an assumption that wasn't wrong then. So yeah,
Uh, okay.
he's
So I assume you're getting ready for that then?
he's going to get stuff ready and he's going to shadow them on their way out there.
Okay,
Hopefully.
so when that happens, I'll say that your character is there observing. So just in case that doesn't happen when we're all here, I want you to roll me a couple things. I want you to roll me intelligence plus contacts plus yeah, intelligence plus contacts plus one. I can roll it for you if you like.
No, I got it.
Okay. Excellent. Reroll the 10. Very good. So Fixer will be able to get you quite a bit of information, and I'll get that to you when I can. Now roll me a Dexterity Stealth with any modifiers or powers you wish to use with it.
What does that cloaking device do for him again? It's been a minute since I've actually looked at it.
9s again on Stealth. It's a plus. I'm sorry. Yeah, plus we had a exceptional one, so +2 equipment bonus and 9s again.
All right then.
No, wait. I'm sorry. You bought the max one, didn't you? That's
There's only
plus
one version.
right. That's +3 equipment bonus with 9s again.
Add 3 to the dice pool.
Lost Boys, two options you can go: Super Stealthy Spy or Wreck-It Ralph.
Gonna hit. Now roll me another Dex Stealth with the +5 bonus. Same exact thing except +5 rather than 3.
Actually
stealth rolls.
shocked how that didn't
Yep.
work. There we
Yep,
go. I was
two-
going to say at that
two-
amount of dice, only one success is ridiculous.
2 stealth rolls. Well, you have to make 2 stealth rolls for this anyway. Okay, so 1 is 4, added 5.
If the total is 5, that's almost enough to be an exceptional.
Well, yeah, it's I'm doing this as a contested roll, so this will be an exceptional success. Okay. Now make me 2 wits composure rolls +2.
Now, if these are
You get full bonuses.
if these are perceptions, then that would add on from trained observer.
Yes.
I think that's just 9 again, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing
So
crazy.
2 wits composure.
No.
Okay.
So many dice pool.
All right. Just taking all that down. So the stealth is a success. 1 perception is a success. The information gathering is a success. Second perception is a fail. Okay. I will remember that. All right. So going back to the party. Nathan, you are waiting for them to leave and do that thing, so you're just kind of waiting outside being observant.
Doing as much as he can remotely, yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you and Payron wish to do before I go to Valentine and Nick?
Not that I can think of.
I've had it. I'm having. Yeah, not that I can think of either.
Okay.
I've given my present. I've wished the bride well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Valentine, you go over to Nick.
I do, and I'm assuming he's talking to people.
Yep, he sees you coming and immediately drops the conversation, though, and he comes over and he's like, dang, I'm a little nervous, son.
I am too. Kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of puts my arms around him. It's finally happening.
yeah, it is. It's, that's, dang, I mean, feel proud but very scared at the same time. You know.
It's a big leap, but
Yeah, but I mean, we've been together for a long time.
oh
It's
yeah, no,
you know
nothing's actually gonna change,
nothing
except
too radical. Yeah.
I'll be the coolest cop name ever. I mean, I've been wanting that officer justice badge for a while now.
He's like, now remind me, hon, are we using your last name or mine?
Yours, it just, I mean, yes, Valentine's good, but I mean, let's be honest here. It's just weird if we do it the other way around.
He kind of embraces you in like a little wrap hug or half like. It, I don't mean to sound dirty, but I mean hips to hips. It's not like the full on like. It's just kind of that rocky kind of hug moment.
Yeah.
Um, and he says, you know, I gotta admit, this is really nice. You talked with a lot of people. I gotta admit, what did everyone say?
Oh, and everyone was super excited. I haven't talked to Svetlana or Higgins yet, but I've seen them
Are
around.
those new keys? Did s- what? Did someone give you a car?
Yeah, the guy gave me a freaking car, and 10 grand, 10 freaking grand.
Jeez, what's
I
what?
I know, I know, and my friend Caden. I look around. We got 2 tickets to the fucking moon.
What?
I know. We were just gonna go upstate, but I mean, fuck. The moon.
Fuck, fuck, hon. Damn. You got some amazing friends.
I know. Okay, Redcon, Cassandra, and Caden.
Yeah, yeah. So he looked at you and he's just like he's just speechless. He's like, "Wow, dang, uh, we're set."
I know.
So hey, oh, what is that? Is that a is that a navy?
It is.
Who gave you one of those? I only see those in museums nowadays.
Yeah, it's actually authentic.
No
It,
way.
yeah, it's a buddy of, it's a my friend Payron, the one who gave me the frickin' cannon of a shotgun.
Oh, hun, can I so wear this when we go up to the altar?
Yes.
I mean, then we'll both be packed. It'll be nice.
I mean, I was being subtle about it, but absolutely.
And he says, "You subtle? I'm impressed, hon."
I don't do it often.
No kidding. When he touches the gun, hold on a moment.
Creed, you fuck.
I knew this was going to happen.
Creed, you you beautiful bastard.
What's
Might
happening?
resist it. He might resist it.
He's got 2 10s. And
No, that's not his role.
was he the 2? Was he? No, that's
He was the 4. So 1, 2, 3 versus 1. Okay. All right. So when you hand him the gun, he looks at you and puts it on. Kind of looks at you, honey. He's like, "This feels good. I like it.
it looks good. You look rootin' tootin'.
This is great. Yeah. Now all I need is the hat and the duster." Ooh. Next Halloween, we could so do a duo.
Wouldn't that be kind of Westworld though?
Ah. Well, he pauses, and then he looks at you, and then he's like, he kind of just shrugs and gives you a look of maybe. I mean, hun. I mean, you kind of look the part pretty good.
We should totally do a Westworld.
We should totally do a Westworld.
I mean, I don't know. It's not as cool as the Master Chief and Cortana we did last year.
Yeah, that was fun.
That
But
was.
I mean, but I mean, you got to kind of go balance. You got to go future, then past, then mid, then future and past. You got to mix it up
Yeah,
every
yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Got to do different
exactly.
things. All right. And he pulls out the navy and he starts twirling it in a very professional manner. He actually starts doing tricks with it that you didn't even think like he could do. Like he is doing very good performance roles right now.
When were you able to do that?
Well, I used to go to Western shootouts. You know those old West shoots they have out in the country.
Yeah, you mentioned that,
Yeah.
but
Well,
man,
when I was waiting my turn, I practiced.
but man, I thought I was always the one
No,
outgunning you though.
well, to tell you the truth, hon, I kind of had to step up my game since you were outclassing me.
Is that an inferiority complex we have here?
Not an inferiority complex, hon, but I've got to be your equal in some ways. You can't do everything better than I can.
True. Okay, I'll give you the one. We'll hit the range. You know what? Uh, actually, Peyrune actually has a shooting range with those hologram targets. We should totally go try it out there.
Yeah, we'll go have a shootout. Definitely.
I'll even let you shoot the 10 gauge.
If I can even hold that thing.
Yeah, it's definitely break. I don't know. Only do one trigger. I don't want to break you. I don't want the gun to break you.
he,
That's my job.
he gives you a big hug and he says, "You ready?"
As unprepared as I could ever be.
See you up there in 10.
See you up there in 10.
Gives you a kiss and he says, and then as he pulls away a bit, he gives you a little wink. And then he goes back to the mingling.
Butterflies, just absolute butterflies. Do I
So
see?
you get a even though your text is off, you do get you get pings, but your text is off at the moment.
Yep, nope, not forgetting them.
However, you get a ping from Vetslana.
I I look around to see if I can see her first.
She's not here.
I'll check it. Hey, I'll check it. Just that one.
So you've got a couple new texts, but you check that one. The one from Vetslana says, "I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Something very important came up with the family. Have a great and wonderful wedding. Send me lots of pictures. I will talk with you as soon as I can, and I will give you many hugs. For the motherland, comrade."
For the motherland, and please take care. Please tell me everything when.
She sends back smiley face emoji.
Turn it all back off again.
Yep. Yeah, not only did you have a text from her, but you had several new texts from other people as well.
I just kind of glance at those. I'll check those in a minute. I'll check those after.
Mm. So you go up and the reception is amazing. Are you going to do the walk down the line? Are you just going to do a meet? Like
Yeah, and
what's
I'm
going
gonna
on?
get I'm gonna get like my dad to walk me down. It's gonna be great.
Excellent. So the rest of the ceremony goes off with everyone watching in a very nice amount of awe. You walk up to the stand and you say your vows, you do your thing, and it's a very beautiful scene. It has made an extreme amount of happiness and joy and a lot of things come to you. Um, Overall, pretty much the mood of the atmosphere is happy. Everyone is very, very joyous. And this is actually one of the first times you've seen your family in a long time. And although they've been busy and away, they are here for you in this moment. And in this moment, all of the horrors that have happened to you are seem to be somewhat irrelevant now. And it's your life going forward. might be faced with many deaths or hardships, but you know you can take it because you've taken worse than probably anything this world can dish out to you anymore.
It's enough to make a grown man cry, but.
And you say your vows, you do the thing,
Wait, we got both. We have
and
to do the I do.
you do the I do, and it works.
No, no,
Who do
we.
you have doing? Well, who do you have doing the Who do you have as the priest?
Ah.
No.
No. No, 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 no.
Oh, I swear to God, if you say the guy, I
No.
swear to God, if you say the guy from Sons of David.
I wouldn't know.
um.
No, but no, no, no. It's just
Well,
like a local
well,
preacher that
yeah.
baptized me
But
back
the
in
thing is,
Oregon.
but the thing is, he is a local preacher.
He is, but he's not a
Roll a
family friend.
D1. Okay, I'm gonna roll a D100, high or low.
Fucking high.
You lucky bitch. Okay, it's just ordinary. Just some guy. All right, so
Woo!
I don't have anything done, so you'll have to wing it if you want to do the whole vows thing.
We just because the reason why I want to say I do is because I get to finally do this. I get to uh J-U. I wish I could fucking spell.
I got the script up. So, are you basic Protestant, Episcopal?
We're not. No.
Look,
Oh,
I'm just
no,
waiting for Nick to walk away and say something
Okay.
in a southern accent.
So, since Splat's got the script up,
I don't actually. Hold on.
okay.
And boom. Yes. The name. Yes.
So, I'll go ahead and say that you kind of read the whole thing going. And Splat, would you go to the very last scripture part,
The very last.
like basically the wrap up?
Ask if anyone has objections.
Well, no, that's what he's gonna do. That's the last little part.
I swear to God, if any of you open your damn whore mouths.
No, I haven't actually found it. It's not the correct one.
It's
Mazel tov.
Mazel Tov. Who knew Nick was Jewish?
Now, if there are any objections, speak now or forever hold your peace.
In the entire room, there are no objections. Not even so much as an awkward glance. So, you proceed down, and the after party starts. And then the dancing, the drinking, and the food becomes tremendous. And it just becomes a night of pure joy. Well, pure joy for most everyone.
Nothing bad happened at all.
Nothing bad happened at all. It was a beautiful night. So,
I'm
That's it
side eyeing
for-
you now, you know?
that's that's it. That's it for the reception is over. So the rest of the night will be, you know, partying, talking, or whatnot, and what will before we end this beautiful wedding session to go to another session perhaps? What is the last thing that Fletcher and Mr. Lucas will do?
Uh, good question. Because that
Apologize.
happened. that whole thing happened before the ceremony took place, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess they could have composed themselves enough to, attend on the back, but I don't think Cassandra is fully there.
Okay, but after everything is over, where, like, I assume can't Cassandra and Ellison like leave, and is the first place you go the dress, or is the first place you go somewhere else?
I probably
Well,
should go home first to get my stuff.
yes, because Sakana wants to kill the dude, so she has to change. She's not gonna put any bullets in anyone wearing a dress. So yeah. Uh,
And also,
to the
I need to
Batcave.
send a message to Cassius if
Mm-hmm.
he's not there. Would I do that right now or later?
No, you can do that. I want to say one thing before the session ends. So, Cassandra, roll me a wits composure -2 for perception.
Wait, composer -2, okay. Sec. It's composer. Um, hey. Uh, hmm. Can I spend or risk willpower?
Yeah, you can risk willpower on this roll.
Okay, I'll do that then.
So nines again. All right.
And also two extra die. Well, I mean, two because of the -2.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Before otherwise, because of my. Hmm,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
mm, yeah, two successes.
Okay. I mean that is still technically a
Oh wait,
success.
I forgot the nines again, but I didn't get any nines, so we're good.
Either way, it's still technically a fail, but you did succeed, so it's not doesn't count as a botch. So you get the willpower back with the beat. Um, and Banks, you are a ninja. Congratulations.
Shit.
So
Ah,
as
shit.
so Fletcher, you're gonna head back to your place.
I think we're probably gonna go as a group, first to mine and then to Cadence, probably.
Okay, so you and Caden go back to your place. You see someone sitting on your front porch.
Porch?
Like just wherever your front door is. Like if there's a little step on the
Well,
door.
it's an apartment building. It's not a house.
Right. So he would be on the steps of the apartment.
Uh, like the building or my specific apartment?
Your specific apartment.
Oh, do I know this person?
Yeah. It's Mr. X.
Can I roll something to not curse the son of a bitch?
Roll me composure resolve. Actually, roll me composure resolve +4.
+4?
I'm sorry, +5.
Oh, that's right. You didn't make an
Yeah.
announcement, did you?
I didn't make the announcement. Shit, that's right. She doesn't know. But yeah, roll me composure resolve +5.
Announcement? 4 successes.
Yeah, an
He'll make it
announcement.
afterwards.
So, Cassandra,
Mm-hmm.
you're relieved to see him. He is a friend. He is a good man, and he is someone who you trust very highly.
Is he a vampire?
Do you do your fate vision, if you will?
This is not the fate vision. This is blood sense. I can sense
Right.
other vampires or other similars.
I guess the jig is up. Yes, he's a vampire.
Yeah, so it's probably a mixed bag of feelings that I can't explain.
you feel a very strong urge to trust him. Very strong. Like he's a friend.
Rank
Okay.
too strong.
Does Caden also feel the same thing?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, crap. Mr. X?
Cassandra, Ellison, good to see you both again. I was hoping I could get you by the time you got back. I've just had a little bit
Mm,
of
wait,
news. I've just had a little bit of news dropped on my table, and that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I
Right
assume you
now?
know. Well, it's kind of important because I would like to get you before you go off and do something stupid.
Dan?
Okay. Uh, maybe we should go inside?
Indeed, let's go inside.
Right. She'll open the door to the apartment and show them in. By the way, is Ruben there or Ruben didn't get any of that shit?
That's up to Ruben. Did he come or not?
Why not?
Yeah, so Ruben, you also feel very like Mr. X is a friend. So as the three of you come into the apartment building, Mr. X will turn to you and say, "Right, so seems we have a little bit of a conundrum here. So our goals align. I say we put our heads together and find the best way to fix this situation."
What exactly are we talking about here?
Okay. I've already completed the necessary steps, so I can talk with you without worry, persecution. However, I always take necessary steps. He pulls out a little black kind of stick with a red light on top, and he turns it on and he sets it on the table. He says, "Don't worry, this is just a jamming device to make sure no one's listening in on us." Um, oh yeah, of course, Mr. Banks, you can still hear all this. However, it comes in gurgles, so you will take some time to have to translate it, but you can still hear it.
That's fine.
All right.
Seeing
So,
as no one's pointing guns at anyone's head, he's not exactly in a rush.
right. So, kind of claps his hands again and he says, "So, well, perhaps it's time I kind of gave you a little bit of explanation now that you are officially part of the Section 9 family, so to speak."
Yeah, it's probably time to put your cards on the table.
Okay, look, just give me a moment.
Aaron's like, what are they saying? What are they saying?
Banks is like, "Shut up, Pinky."
This one's not so easy to suss out.
Indeed, and
Uh,
Banks, you're getting like some of the conversation, but it comes in like gerbils. It's almost like someone talking on a microphone and they're robotic, but you're still getting at least somewhat of the conversation. It's just off. That was the second perception roll, the first one, so you got like a good portion of what they were talking about outside the door. But then when they go in and he puts the device up, it gets a little gurgly, so you're only getting like one or two words at a time.
Something
So
about cards. I'm guessing this is a heart to heart.
We're missing it? I want to be in the heart.
Creed, Peyrun,
Yeah.
only you hear this. "Silence, you fool!"
Makes a face, but stops.
Shit.
And thinks,
All right.
yes, yes.
All right. So as you're listening in, we'll go back to the. You have anything I want to say, Banks?
No, no, that's good. Uh,
Going back to the room. Alrighty. Uh, he says, "Well, all right. I'm going to be honest with all of you. Section 9 is not a true. It's not exactly what I told you.
How surprising.
Sorry for the deception, but it was for your own good as well as mine.
And
The
what is it?
world. Well, we weren't lying to you about the supernatural world. There are things out there. But we are an extension of one of those hands. We are the right hand of our organization to help exterminate supernaturals that are overstepping their bounds and causing problems. Kindred who do not adhere to the will of the masquerade. In other words, we are the exterminators and the investigators of those who break the masquerade.
Hmm.
I'm sure by now you've realized that I am not alive anymore. He's looking over at you, Cassandra.
Yes, I have.
My real name is Xavier Thomas. I am currently approaching 500 years old.
How about Mrs. X?
Mrs. X is merely an associate of mine. She is currently hitting 350. Her birthday is next week, actually.
Uh,
Did she have anything to do with my brother?
She was trying to help your brother before this incident occurred, actually,
Help him how?
by giving him contacts and ways to hide from people who would want to do something like this. Unfortunately, there was a betrayal in her association. I
Who
assure you
turned
that that betrayal has been dealt with.
who turned him?
The associate that I speak of. He is gone. He is dead now.
And I'm sorry, but am I just supposed to take your word for it?
You can take my word for it. The man who turned your brother was a man named Jacobs. I'm sure you know him. At least I assume you know him.
Jacobs is
Yeah,
dead. Is that what you said?
He's
Yes.
we don't know.
What do you
you
mean
don't.
you don't know?
The associate who gave us away, Jacob's betrayal, is dead. However, the last we saw of Jacobs was he was heading into the mountain. And we have no kindred societies out there, and we have put his name on the blacklist. There are no self respecting kindred that will help him. He
He
might as
came
well be as good as
after
dead.
us a few days ago.
Indeed, that's why he's on the blacklist.
How much do you actually know? You mentioned him when I asked for information, but do you know more?
I wasn't aware of his affiliation and other things at the time. He used to be what our kind calls a sheriff. Got tired of it, so he was promoted to a position called Scourge, and then he didn't handle his position properly and was excommunicated. He then worked as a freelance. That's how it works sometimes. I wasn't aware of his other associations or his relation to you until just recently. He does a good job of keeping himself as a black spot, so to speak.
not good enough.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint.
And how about Lance Vallon?
Lance Vallon is an interesting one. He is the last of a organization that does not exist anymore in San Francisco. And we've been meaning to make an example of him, however, our kind has rules, and those rules must be followed. I cannot act against him. However, you, on the other hand, can, which is part of the reason why I'm here to talk. Consider it a mission, if you will.
Well, with or without your permission and assistance, Lance's gonna be dead.
I
Who
have
was
no
the
doubt.
who was the woman in the red dress?
Oh, um, she's an associate of.
An associate of yours.
Yes,
And she hired Jacobs to kill my parents,
I highly doubt that.
but she was there
She
with
was there.
Jacobs.
That does not mean she is responsible for what happened. I highly doubt someone like her would take in with the likes of Jacob without some sort of contingency plan. I also don't think she's the kind of one to actually hire that many. She's more elegant than that.
So what was she doing there?
I don't know. It's not my business to ask what she does. And it's not your business either.
It is now.
Then I suggest you drop it. She is not involved in this. Is that understood?
I wouldn't
I'm
be so sure of
gonna
that.
do some mouse bit saying, give me a second. Uh, do, do, do.
Aiden, you feel the rather unnatural urge to agree with him.
Mm,
After all,
okay.
Mr. X is your guys' friend. He's a good man.
I'm still gonna do the roll.
All right, so you're doing aspects.
Yep. I'm doing the uncanny perception. Oof. That's an exceptional success if I ever saw one.
Is it intelligence empathy or wits empathy?
That's intelligence something.
Okay.
That's the second level one. Okay, so his mood. What's his mood?
Um, determined.
Okay. What is this person afraid of right now?
You see a heart, and you see someone stab a knife through the heart.
Hmm. Um. Hmm. hmm. Is this person being controlled by someone else?
You see an ocean, calm and relaxed.
Huh. Um. Who does this person want to hurt the most?
You see a picture of Lance, and you see a garrote go around his neck, and he starts to become strangled.
Okay. I now have to decide which of the two questions to take. Um. Hmm. 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 It's either the vice requiem or the psychological vulnerabilities. Uh, I think I'll go with the psychological vulnerabilities.
You see the heart getting stabbed again.
Mm, I don't know how to interpret that. I mean, I kind of know out of character, but I don't know if I could in character. Uh, Shit. Um, would omen sensitivity help me interpret that?
Uh, mm, no, because it's not really an omen. It's just it's just a possible negative thought. So no, that will not come into play.
Um, can I make an empathy roll to try and determine, uh, with by mundane means, what this might mean?
You could make a intelligence empathy roll to see if you can try and gather this up.
Oof.
Yeah, very nice.
Oof. Holy
Um,
shit.
betrayal of strong emotion seems to be what it is. Some sort of betrayal of a strong emotion. That's
So,
something
so,
like
so
maybe
a
love or
strong emotion
compassion.
that he has and doesn't want to show.
Right.
Huh. Huh.
By the way, what is your Auspex rating right now? 3?
Now it's 3.
Okay.
Soon to be 4. Cause fuck it.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, no, Auspex is great. Um,
Yeah. Think. I think. I don't know if I'm right, but I think. Uh. I'm gonna text it to you. I think.
sure you figured it out by now. Let's see. You got 5 hits on that roll?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So. Uh. God. Mm. I don't know if how to say something, because I would have to say something. Mm, but I can't do it aggressively because he's a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mr. X.
Call me Xavier if you want.
Okay, Xavier, are you sure that your feelings do not um, mask your better judgment?
He's got his back to you at the moment, and he stops and he kind of tilts his head, and he puts up 2 fingers and he starts tapping the side of his head, and he says, "Are you messing around in here, Miss Fletcher?"
It's. Do you deny it?
I don't deny it, but my conscience is clear, and although I have strong emotions, I do not allow my emotions to cloud my judgment. I made that mistake once, many hundreds of years ago. I will not make that mistake again. Is that understood, Miss Fletcher?
Yes, and I do hope you're right. But I do reserve the right to my own judgments.
Right. Well, why don't we talk about the situation with Mr. Lance? I
Yes.
want Mr. Lance dead as much as you. He has overstepped his bounds, he has violated the masquerade, and he must be killed. However, tradition, well, actually, he has not violated masquerade, but tradition says that unless he does something truly catastrophic and violates the masquerade, I cannot act against him. However, you can. And I will see to it that there are no recompensions for acting against him. However, going to his compound at this moment in a headstrong charge is not the smartest idea.
What other choice do we have? He wants to meet there, and he has my brother.
I have a plan. I imagine Lance will try and do some sort of horrific thing like blood bonding, and then probably want you and Caden to work for him and be bonded to him in some way. I can prevent this from happening.
Can I make a roll to gander a guess of what he's gonna propose? Because I think I know what he's gonna say.
Uh, you don't need to do a roll. You can just guess. I mean, there's no real way to know fully.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, I'm a genius, damn it.
There are two ways that I can do this. I can use a
Let me
technique.
guess. You need to blood bond us instead of him?
That's that's already been done.
What?
It was either that or allow them to execute you. What would you prefer?
Why would they execute me?
Because you know too much.
I
Why
know
do you
fuck all.
why do you think they let you leave the sewer?
How is it that I know too much when I feel like I don't know shit?
I had to block those recessive memories. You discovered one of our kind, and we keep to the masquerade. Our code says we must hide ourselves from humanity. If we expose ourselves, our way of life falls, and the world becomes chaos. You discovered and witnessed vampirism. You discovered and witnessed feats of human strength and speed that are not possible. The kind wanted to have you executed. However, I managed to find a way to pass that. Now you are held with somewhat more of a respect and walk amongst us freely. However, there was a condition that you and your other allies had to meet. I am sorry for forcing that on you. I would assume that you would rather have this other than death. I have been most generous, have I not?
You could have been more forthcoming.
If I had been forthcoming, it would have been too late. It's not how things are done.
I still don't know what the hell I am.
And I will tell you what you are, and I will give you a full rundown. I am sorry I did not get to you earlier. I wanted you to enjoy this life a bit more before things got complicated. But it seems that others
Enjoy
have taken that
it?
out. It seems that others have taken that out of your hand, and I'm sorry. So perhaps it is time we take vengeance upon those who have ruined some of your life. All I've ever tried to do is help.
Well, fine.
Do you agree, Mr. Ellison?
To do what exactly?
To kill Lance.
Maybe.
Unfortunately, going forward means I may need to ask you something that I know that the three of you, well, you want to do it, but it's not your true condition. Flynn, I give this choice to you as well.
Is there another way? I'm sure he has lots of other information that I could use.
He just shakes his head. I know nothing that can stop the bond, except another bond.
I I'm not talking about a bond. I'm saying instead of killing him, we could arrest him.
Lance has lost his mind. If you simply arrest him, he'll be killed anyway. However, if you do this, you can make an example to the community. Show them that you are not only valuable, but not people to be taken lightly.
If he's going to be killed after being arrested, at least it won't be on my hands.
This man is responsible for murdering your parents. You don't want his blood on your hands?
I don't want any blood on my hands.
A little late for that, Alice.
I never killed anyone.
No, but you gave Jacobs a rather nasty wound, and now he's out in the wilderness with no help at all. I imagine he'll die very slowly and painfully.
And I thought you said you didn't know what happened to him.
I don't. We lost track of him when he got over the city of Bandon. He's now somewhere in the mountain, near that tourist area. If he's alive, I'll be impressed. Still, he's out there somewhere.
I didn't attack first.
No, but it often doesn't matter whether we strike first or whether we strike second. Blood is blood. Death is death.
I do not want to be anybody's slave.
We're all slaves to our own desires. And I'm afraid it's either a slave under me, a slave under someone much less passionate, or death. Which one of those choices do you want? I assure you, Miss Fletcher, at least for you, the bond will not last long. You are a unique specimen. It is forbidden of our kind to bond you. So I will negate the bond when this crisis is over.
And how about my friends?
Unfortunately, they are fair game. I can offer to lend my protection. If you turn it down, however, I cannot protect you from another one of my kind or something else that would try to enslave you. And no doubt would succeed.
Is my sword nearby?
It is.
Hmm.
It is resting near up against the door.
I think we can handle him.
I
You
have
said
no
it
doubt that
yourself.
I have no doubt that you can handle him, but we need to have a plan. We need to go forward with this with you prepared. I can provide aid. We can do this the smart way. If
I
we
managed
fool
to.
Lance, if we fool him into thinking he's won, he will be arrogant.
You said it yourself. You're questioning the fact that maybe Jacobs is dead and I wasn't using anything that powerful. So why wouldn't we be able to kill Lance without any bonds?
Because with Jacobs, you got lucky. Lance has a fortress, and he's not going to come out of it. He will have guards, he will have ghouls, he will have every asset at his disposal. That fight in the alleyway, that was 3-on-1. This will be 3-on-many. Do you honestly like those odds? And hell, even with 3-on-1, you barely managed to actually win, I would call that. At least from what I saw in the street cam footage. Unless you feel you gained a victory there.
Okay, then he's not wrong.
Am I going to be able to think for myself?
Yes, it doesn't work like that. That you would it's not that you would lose control. It's this that my suggestions would become good. They would be the best option. You would want to agree with me.
So I would lose my free will.
Only with me. And even then it's not free will. It's just think of it as a very strong nudge in a direction. A nudge that you want to take.
If we agree to do this, you will promise that you will free me of that right away, so I will be able to keep the rest of them
I swear upon
level.
I swear upon my allegiance, upon my soul as a kindred, and upon the Ordo itself. I will free you when the time ends.
Can't Cassandra do that?
What do you mean?
What?
Well, you said it yourself. She's special. Can't she be the one blood binding me?
Damn fears cannot blood bond. At least not from their blood.
They do have another thing, though.
Is that in character?
No, that's out of character.
Okay.
In character, how would I know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember what
He
it's
says
called.
he says
Creed?
he says damn fears cannot blood bond from their blood.
Their doom, which only works on vampires.
No, no, I mean that ritual that. Fuck. Give me a second.
So they can blood bind from other blood.
Well, no.
Like,
Not
What
exactly. It's
what he
something like
means
a ritual that you do.
oh, and
oh,
what
that
he
was
means is what he means is that damn fears cannot blood bond people with their blood. They can be blood bonded, but it's taboo.
can they use
Uh,
blood
just,
vampires
give me a second to find the boogie book.
Believe me, Mr. Ellison, I wish there was another way. It's not something I'm exactly proud of, but it needs to be done.
You could save the rules stuff for after.
Yeah, save it for
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. Okay.
So he looks and he says, "So what is your all decision?"
Can you give us a moment?
Of course.
Guys, can we go like to the balcony or the bathroom or something? It's a small apartment.
Mhm.
Bullet, are you alive?
Yes.
Mr. X, I have a question though.
Yes.
I was there in the morning and you were there and it didn't seem like you were of whatever you call yourself.
Kindred.
Yeah, yeah.
We have tricks to do that. I especially.
What? May I ask what kinds of tricks?
I cannot disclose those secrets to you.
Right.
Okay, let's talk.
Do I just feel influenced by this will to
Well,
trust him when we are near him, or
it's really difficult, and I need to kind of get across to you guys what blood bonding actually does. You can't tell. That's the whole spooky thing about blood bonding. You want to agree with this person regardless. It's a very strong, it's like if your friend or a woman you love comes up to you and is like telling you to do something or to do something else and you really want to do it. It's almost impossible to discern what is your free will and what is not. That's how blood bonding works. So you have no idea. All you know is that he seems very agreeable and you want to agree with him.
no? But is that only when we are near him, or when we are far
it's
from
it's
him?
it's when he has a suggestion, like even if you're away from him, anything that he said to you in the past or plans that he may want to do seem like the right way to go.
It's also more you're going to. It's to even think about going against him is a breaking point.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
I would suggest reading the book if you need more
Yes.
information.
Uh, how how much bloodbound are we to him at this moment?
Two.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Coils, co- coils of the void, man. Anyway, all right, so you're all out on the balcony chit chatting,
Probably in the bathroom because the balcony is too open.
or bathroom, sorry.
So, what do you guys think of that prospect?
Question out of character. Would I have the free will or the thought to ask my mentor about this shit
Yes.
or no?
No. Yeah, you can.
I want to ask someone before I do anything this dumb. Can I call him?
You think he has a phone?
No. God damn it.
What is this bit of technology? I crush it in my hands. Stupid talking box. Anyway, so yeah, keep going.
There's a person I would ask first before we do this, but I don't know if Mr. Rex would allow us to speak or take time to speak to this person.
Speak to who?
Someone very knowledgeable about these kinds of stuff. Who knows? Maybe he'll find a way to make sure that we don't even need to do this stuff.
That doesn't make any sense. Who would know more?
Cadence, madam.
Wait, you don't. No, 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 no. You don't. You don't mean. No, no,
Yep.
no. You don't mean the old man.
Why not?
I don't trust him.
You don't, but I do. I don't know if my word still matters.
No, this is out of the question. No, no.
Yes, actually, yes.
You want to know why I've been missing for all these weeks? What I've been doing? She's been teaching me things, many, many things.
And what has he been taking from you? Because he doesn't do anything for free. Let me tell you that.
He said he wanted to study you, Bullet.
It is a symbiotic relationship. He wants to know what's
Oh,
going on
really?
with this
Do you
luck.
think
And
the lab rat and the sand is like putting needles in their brain is a symbiotic relationship? Because it's not.
nothing like that. It showed me many things. I have achieved many things.
I don't trust him. Kaden, what do you think?
I want to kill Lance, but I want to do it on my terms.
What makes you think it won't be on your terms if we take the help?
Isn't this obvious?
I I don't think that this bond thing acts like a delayed directive or anything like that. It's just I fear that if we turn this down, that we might be at odds with both of them.
Can I roll occult intelligence? Or would I have no knowledge of what blood bond actually does?
He didn't tell you much about it. He doesn't know much about it. But what you would know is that, like, basically from what Mr. X was saying, you think he's pretty much said everything there is to be said about it.
Question: is
Question.
Ruben bloodbound as well?
He said all three of you were.
Then fucking act like it, guys.
Well,
He's already trustworthy to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's already a guy that you want to trust.
That's the case, then let's do it. What can we lose?
Dance, puppets, dance! Um,
Birds and free will are illusions.
that is, ain't that the truth? So, if you all come out of the bathroom, he'll sit.
Yeah.
He'll sit and kind of look at all three of you. He says, "I probably should have erased the bond before I asked you that question. Now that I think about it, but I assume you'll all agree and stands to keeping your lives
when did you do this before we agreed to anything?
before you even join Section 9."
So, to be clear, right now, you're Blood Bond 2, guys. So, this guy is almost like the love of your life. You love him. He is an important person to you. You feel the urge to be close to him, to agree with him, to be nice with him.
To grab his ass.
Like literally, yeah, it's like he is literally your bestest friend in the world right now to all of you.
I was about to say daddy, but yeah, that works too.
Close enough.
You could easily mistake what you're feeling for love right
Yes.
Let's just get this over with. I trust you enough to know that you'll see us through this stupid ass mission.
Thank you, Flynn.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I suggest. I know Lance. And I think that what he's going to try and do is force a bond upon all of you, or maybe just you, Fletcher. Hayden, he wants your company, but he's not going to take it like that. He's probably going to try and bond you and do like a merger. What I suggest is go there and deal with the hostage situation as best you can. I know that Lance will not execute your brother. He can't. If he does so, it will be going against our code, and he will then lose any assets that he has left. However, he does have a right to your brother if he is bond to him. Not only that, if your brother is bonded to him, he will have no. He won't want to. So, what I suggest is let him do the bond and take these after he does so. And he holds out this red vial. It looks like an injection vial, similar to the things that you guys have been taking. He says, take this. This will eradicate the bond that he does upon you.
Okay.
Out of character, I just have to ask, why doesn't he just blood bond these guys three right now?
That's his other option.
Ah,
He says, we can do it like that, or we can take it one step further. If
Perhaps
I
I should write
go,
my testament before I go.
indeed, if I take you to the next step, you all look upon me as a god. I will be an unbanishable light in your world.
How long will this last?
Out of character creed, how long does a blood bond last? How
a
long does
year.
it have to be replenished? 1 year? Okay.
Out of character, I will just say this to you guys. His plan of you taking a pill, just keep in mind if this guy can somehow blood bond you three, you're not going to take that vial. If Lance can get you to blood bond three before you can take your vials.
He can't do that right away, though. It can't happen in one
Well,
evening,
he
right?
could. However, I'll say this: it's a possibility. Either way works. Either choice you do works. You don't know what Lance is capable of, but you do know that Mr. X is giving you this suggestion, and you like it. So either suggestion you might go with. However, when a person that you feel really kind about offers two ways to you, that's one of the only points where you really do have a little bit of free will, because they're offering this and they're offering this. Oh, both ways are good. Which one should we do? So he's offering you to do the injection, and then he is offering you to go further. He says that the one that goes further would be a permanent solution. However, he's saying that you would absolutely adore him.
Does that mean that we're not going to? That we're going? It's going to diminish how we feel about each other, or our other friends, or other people.
Only if they act against me. If they act against me or talk down of me, yes, you will feel the urge to defend me. Very strong urge to defend me. I will be everything to you. Well, not everything, I should say, but close.
I, I think I prefer the injection.
I would suggest that as well. It is not as foolproof. I do not think Lance has the ability to go further than I have gone with you.
Majesty.
Oh, and true.
I don't know if I can hide a syringe on me after we've been quote unquote bonded, so why don't you just take me the next step?
Okay. He hands a vial to Caden, Cassandra, and then he goes on over to you, Bullet. He
What
slits he slits the bottom part of his wrist. He holds it out.
question? Will this
Right.
give me an intense stimuli?
Drinking of the blood is, yeah, it's like an aphrodisiac. It is.
Um,
Will this trigger my bloodlust?
You're not a
Yes,
vampire.
she does have
No.
bloodlust.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
for
Shoot.
Vite.
Um.
It's
Yeah.
it's more you. It doesn't trigger her um bloodlust, but it will trigger your addiction, which you do have an addiction
Ooh.
condition.
Yep.
That is a resolve composure, not to just go drink from that.
Yep. So, Sandra, make me a resolve composure. Is it at a
Fuck.
minus or is it just base addiction right
There's only one base addiction, but
now? Okay.
how long has it been since you've drinking Vitae recently?
I've
Uh.
never drunk Vite.
Okay, so
I
you're
was
probably
injected to it, and I'm at
so
6 out of 7 blood.
yeah, but you probably since you haven't drunk in a while, you probably actually have the um depraved condition right now. Because addiction. So here's how addiction works in second
All right.
edition.
Don't worry about the thing here. I've got it up, Creed.
Yeah.
Um, she took it recently, so I'll say I'm gonna say resolve composure -1, Cassandra, for this roll.
Can I spend willpower?
I do not think you can spend willpower on addiction for blood. Let me see.
Oh shit.
No, you can. You can.
You just
Okay.
get you only get +2 because it's a
Yep.
resistance roll.
Yep. So plus two
Uh,
dice.
but
So it's
but I have
actually
but I have one extra from the Thief of Fate.
Yep.
that is true. So it's +3.
Foofy.
So technically it's resolve
Wow.
composure +2.
Wow. One success.
You
Wow.
you see him
Barely.
you see him slit his wrist, and the smell is beautiful. You want that blood. You take an involuntary step forward, and you almost feel yourself start to drool. And you only just barely manage to shake your head, and you reflexively step back. You don't even remember stepping forward. Looking at that blood is like looking at the greatest food or desire that you want.
I'm gonna look away.
It it's hard to look away. You turn, you yank your head away. Flynn,
mhm.
you want a drink?
I drink it.
Okay. So he will just give you enough to get you to Blood Bond 3. Put on your sheet that you are now Blood Bond 3 to Mr. X.
And since it's an intense stimuli, it will activate my telekinesis. And I would like to fail the resolve plus composure roll to get a beat. So then I will activate my telekinesis in a apparently, let's see, in a quick and impressive
Question.
display of
Hold
Uh,
power.
on. Hold on. Let Flynn finish.
Yeah, I can voluntarily fail the drawback of telekinesis, and I get a beat. And if I
Yeah.
fail it, it shows my telekinesis will activate in a quick and impressive display of power. So I
have you
suppose I'll
touched
fucking
me?
explode. I
Yeah,
don't think
Ruben
so.
touched well, Ruben touched you, so if he takes the dramatic failure, he gets a beat anyway. So Ruben, take take 2 beats.
God damn.
She touched you. All right. So Ruben and everyone in the room, as Ruben is drinking the blood, you see all objects in the room start to float up, from glass bottles to furniture couch, everything starts to raise up off the floor. Not extremely high, but just enough to where you can see everything in the room besides you all floating. And when he finally releases from the blood sucking, it all just goes back down on the ground.
I would comment, but I'm not in a position to because of the thing. Lucas,
Yes.
how does Caden react to this whole shit?
He's probably just staring at the vial, not paying that much attention.
So he didn't pay attention to the whole blood thing? Oof.
Yeah, he was just looking down at the vial in his own little world. All right, so the event is over. Flynn is Blood Bond 3. He says, I'll get everyone on this. You'll have cover. I'm going to put the team together, and what I've decided is that after you convince Lance that you are blood bond to him, we can then work on a plan to take him down. All of his goons are also forfeit. They are all his property, therefore they are convicted. Like I
Ruben will
said,
kind of like bow his head towards Mr. X and say, "Thank you for your help. I promise I will never fail you."
of course, Flint. Now we have to remember that this is, although he is losing his mind, he is a dangerous kindred. I will come up with a plan. We will take him when he least expects it. But for now, play the part. Act innocent. Play that you are under his control. If he is arrogant and thinks he has won, he will be off guard. Give you more time to take him down. I will
No
have everyone I
drama.
can. I will have everyone I can on this. What is your concern, Miss Fletcher?
I don't know if you noticed that, but we're not exactly the best at lying and pretense.
I think that Lance will be too caught up in his victory to notice.
I sure hope so.
If you feel unsafe, you can take the injection just before he gets you.
Okay.
Okay?
I
All
promise
right.
I won't fail you.
Of course, you won't fail. We will succeed. We will kill this pathetic excuse for a kindred. Now, I bid you all a good night. I wouldn't keep Lance waiting. Nonetheless, I'll have everyone I can on this. I'll have the support of everyone else. He then leaves the room. As the camera pans to Peyroon and Banks, let's have them do one last scene before this particular session ends. Mr. Banks, the conversation is over.
Yep, but I don't know how much he understands exactly. He knows there's a plan, but he doesn't understand the whole idea of what it even is.
All right. Banks, Peyroon, Cassandra, Ellison, everyone. You all get a text from Valentine. What is the text? Or I'm sorry. You all get a text from
I wasn't
no, that,
text.
that
No, I wasn't text. I was
yeah,
saying I read
yeah,
those
no,
texts.
sorry. All right. So, Cassandra, what does Valentine read?
Those texts you sent me earlier, like the day before.
It wasn't me. Caden sent the
Oh,
text.
all those. Okay, Caden, what those texts say?
The first one was saying that Lance was at the party and he was the one that uh, ordered the murder of Caden's parents, and the second one was that Cassandra's brother was kidnapped.
Great.
And to keep it hush hush.
And to not tell that to anyone.
Oh, that's great. Thought there was more text. Like, then you guys text me about like what Nick was?
I think we would probably tell you that in person, and I didn't tell Caden about this yet. But she definitely wouldn't text that. It's something that you say face to face to someone. You don't text that shit.
All right. I guess that's it.
All right. Banks, you get a text from Mr. X.
Well, I guess I'll have a look.
It says, "Would you like another job? I think it's time we go to work."
I'm listening.
Not over the phone. I'll talk with you at Section 9 headquarters.
I guess the boss wants to give us his own plan.
By the
This
way, did I hear
payroll.
any of that conversation?
Haroon did not hear any of it unless Banks
Okay.
decided to tell you any.
Well, Nathan doesn't know what a blood bond is, I don't think.
Yeah,
So,
so Banks just kind of heard gibberish and cuts, and so it was like, eh.
Yep. Shrugs and just shrugs at all this and goes, "All right."
So, Banks, you hear a little tiny voice in the back of your head. This is interesting. He is nervous. Perhaps we can use this to find out more about Section 9. I would recommend playing along with this game. Fixer out.
well, it seems he has a plan for. Not quite. Um, I guess he has a plan for Cassandra, and that was. I don't think Nathan's actually met Caden, but
Indeed. Mr. Banks has not met everyone in Section 9 yet.
it seems
So,
he has a plan for their side of things. I think we should go have a listen to see what his plan is for our side, assuming that's what he
Sure.
wants to talk about.
This should be interesting. He gives a small shrug.
I agree.
Mr. Banks and Payroon walk off into the night as the rain continues to come down extremely hard. Some people have had tragedy, others have new roads to take, and others are currently enjoying the bedroom. But that's all for right now for this session. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another session of San Francisco by Night, Hunter the Vigil. I'll see you all next time.